copyrighted program created by Rio Grande.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars. Attention all cars. Broadcast 177. Be on the lookout for 3 men. Number 1, Glenn Harmon, alias Dick Hunt, age 30. Number 2, Byron, alias Jerry Wolf, age 19. Number 3, name unknown, age 35 years. Driving a Ford V8 sedan. These men are wanted by a Missouri sheriff for murder. That's all. Rosenquist.
Million miles a year, more than 2,000 times around the earth. This is the annual mileage of police cars, fire engines, ambulances, and other emergency equipment powered with Rio Grande cracked gasoline. Why this tremendous preference? Why do police officers use Rio Grande cracked when so many other brands are also available? The reason is the Sinclair cracking process. In the West, only Rio Grande can use the Sinclair cracking process.
Mr. Lindsley, but for the life of me, I can't understand. No matter how much you break up Rio Grande gasoline, you put it all back together again. It looks just like any other gasoline in the pump.
Yes, it looks the same in the pump, but it isn't the same. Mr. Kroger, do you know what a wood briquette is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's sawdust pressed into a sort of cylinder.
Very well. Now, suppose you had a wood briquette in one hand and a stick of firewood the same size in the other. Which will burn easier?
Why, the briquette, of course.
Which will burn more evenly?
The briquette?
Yes, and which will develop the most heat?
Well, I don't know. I'm not qualified to judge.
Well, I'll tell you. The briquette will. Those tiny grains of sawdust are never pressed back to the density of the original block of wood. They burn quicker, more evenly, more completely, and longer. They develop more heat. Briquettes may look like sticks of wood, but they burn differently. And it's the same with gasoline. Rio Grande may look the same in the pump, but it has been cracked by the famous Sinclair cracking process. You'll quickly notice the difference as soon as Rio Grande cracked gasoline passes your carburetor. It develops quicker, more vital power, burns smoother, lasts longer. This difference is police car performance. Try a tankful tomorrow. And now, once again, we present Chief James E. Davis of the Los Angeles Police Department. Chief Davis.
Good evening, friends. The police of any large city are apt at any time to be requested to aid in apprehending criminals wanted in another state for some crime. Often, in such cases, a man wanted in Los Angeles will be arrested in New York or Chicago and held for us. Or a criminal wanted by the New York police will be arrested here in Los Angeles. It is this cooperation between the peace authorities of all cities and states that makes it almost impossible to commit a crime and remain long at large. Tonight's story illustrates how effective this communication system was in solving a murder that happened in Missouri.
Saturday night, March 3rd, 1934. From a vantage point behind the counter of his small tourist camp headquarters, proprietor R.E. Dugan has been watching with growing annoyance a party of 4 men drinking at one of the tables. Earlier in the evening, the men had walked in and rented one of his bungalows for the night. And now their drinking was getting on Dugan's nerves. Loud, boisterous, the customers put him in mind of others who had stopped at his place in the past. Pretty boy Floyd and Barrows, hard-drinking, fast-shooting criminals, wanted by police in every city of the United States. Suspicious, Dugan waits until the men go to their bungalow, then follows them. From outside the window, their voices carry to his ears a conviction of his thoughts.
You want another
shot of this stuff before I kill it?
Yeah, pass it over here.
Listen, you wise guy. That stuff will put the 6 feet under if you dump much more of it. I didn't notice you running away from it inside there. Yeah, that's a very funny crack, Jerry. Only I don't happen to like the facts in my direction. Oh, come on, Grant. Take it easy. I didn't mean nothing, Brian. Just kidding a little. Just kidding a little. We got plenty to do tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Jerry. You don't want to be cockeyed.
All right, lads, button it.
Yeah, sorry.
You figure on pulling it tonight? That's right. Over at the golf club like we planned? Sure.
What are we waiting for?
You're waiting for me to say when we're going. Sure. That's right, Les. Glenn's the baby who says yes or no.
You sure you know the layout, Glenn?
All right. I pulled one out there before.
Not waiting for anything more, Proprietor Dugan leaves his precarious spot, hurries to his own cabin, gives rapid instructions to his helper.
You take this note, see, and get it over to Hatcher, the deputy sheriff. You know him, don't you? Yeah. All right. Tell him that I don't know what these guys are trying to pull, but to get over here as fast as he can, and I'll wait here.
Oh, okay, Mr. Dugan.
Yes.
I'll get him.
Yes, and don't lose any time doing it.
Notified by the boy, Deputy Sheriff Hatcher drives to the little tourist camp at top speed. But as he arrives, 2 cars are pulling away, 3 men in each. A quick glance into the first one, and Hatcher realizes that Dugan's fears are well-founded.
That woman driving that car, Steve. Did you see anyone? Who else was in it?
I couldn't tell, Sheriff. Too dark.
All right, you hop back to the phone and tell Sheriff Rogers about this while I talk to Dugan.
Right.
I've got an idea something's about to pop.
And Sheriff Al Rogers of Jasper County loses no time getting into action when told of the suspicious activity of Glenn Harmon and his mob.
Men, we've got plenty to do and very little time to do it in. Glenn Harmon's a tough customer. You all know that.
Yeah, we've heard about him.
Now, I want Captain Eslick over at Joplin to get his men out on road patrol.
I'll get on the phone, Sheriff.
All right. I also want every available man in this department to get out and cover the roads near the golf course. Pick up any cars that look suspicious. If you see Harmon, bring him in. I'm going over to the Van Hoos place and see that the old man gets home safely.
You think this mob might be after him?
Well, he's had several kidnap threats lately. Won't pay any attention to him. I guess it's my guess that Harmon might be behind them. One thing that's sure, if I get a report of anything ever happening in this county tonight, I'll know who did it.
Thus, fast-moving, fast-thinking Sheriff Al Rogers puts the wheels of the law into instant action. All through the night, sheriff cars prowl along deserted roads. Captain Eslick's road patrolmen watch every out-of-town highway, on the alert for the 2 cars described by Deputy Hatcher. And Rogers himself drives to the Van Hoos estate. Sees the aged capitalist park his car in the driveway, enter the house. Apparently, Harmon and his mob are not after Van Hoos, as the sheriff notices nothing to confirm his suspicions. And after watching the house for some time, Sheriff Rogers leaves, convinced that Van Hoos is safe. Sunday comes and goes, and no sign of Harmon. The excitement of Saturday night dies down. Tired deputies relax their vigil, settle once more into the more peaceful job of routine work. Then, Monday morning.
Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Rogers speaking.
Sheriff, you better come out to the Van Hoos place. Something's happened here.
What?
Mr. Van Hoos has been murdered.
Who is this speaking?
His partner. I'm at the house now.
All right. Stay right there. I'll be out as fast as I can. Shot in the shoulder and the chest.
Yeah, looks like he tried to do some shooting himself. His gun in his hand has one empty chamber.
You
think he shot himself, Sheriff? He didn't have any reason to. Business was fine.
No, he didn't do this himself. Someone got nervous and let him have it. That's obvious enough.
Say, maybe it was the same bunch that slugged him and took his ring a few years ago. Remember? They found it in St. Louis and got it back for him.
Well, that's a good enough theory. Only the ring is still on his finger, see?
Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed.
Frank, come here a minute.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Frank, I'm going back to the office, and I want you to stay around here and follow through on the investigation.
What do you want me to do?
Listen, Frank, I haven't got time to explain now, but I got a pretty good idea who did this. And the sooner I get started looking for him, the better my chances are.
Okay, Sheriff. I'll get all I can here.
And check with me at the office when you're through. So long.
Immediately after his hasty departure from the murder scene, Sheriff Rogers notifies the police of all surrounding cities and counties to be on the lookout for Glenn Harmon and his companion. Then he himself begins a minute search of Jasper County. The same day, he begins to get results.
Just a minute, you.
Hello, Sheriff. What's on your mind?
You, among other things. Where's your brother?
My brother?
Yes, Glenn.
I don't know. I haven't seen him for months.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe your eyes aren't so good.
What do you mean?
You were with him Saturday night. Come on, Les. I'm taking you in.
Hey, now, wait a minute. What's the charge?
Until you tell me where Glenn is, the charge is murder. Come on.
And with a murder charge hanging over him, Les Harmon decides to talk. Claims that he's innocent, but that Glenn might be at his brother-in-law's house. And there the sheriff finds not Glenn Harmon, but Charlie Napper, known ex-convict. Surprised by Rogers before he can draw a gun, Napper is taken in and questioned.
Now, listen, Sheriff, I know how it is. Just because I got a record in Illinois, you think that everything that happens is my fault. Well, you're all wrong this time.
Would you be willing to face the man who runs that little tourist camp?
What tourist camp?
The one you and Harmon and the boys were at last Saturday night.
What's that got to do with a Van Hurst rap?
Then you were there.
Maybe.
Where's Glenn Harmon, Napper?
I don't know.
Who else was with you at the camp?
Jerry Wolf's the only one I knew.
Jerry Wolf? Do you mean Byron Wolf?
Maybe. I call him Jerry.
All right, Napper. You won't tell me where Glenn is, so you and Les are going to take the rap. And this time it's murder. First-degree murder.
That's what you say, Sheriff. For me, I say nuts.
And although Sheriff Rogers realizes that his case against Napper won't stand up, he holds him as a material witness, then proceeds to hunt Glenn Harmon. An unfortunate fact turns up when a check on Jerry Wolf's past brings to light the fact that he lives in Colorado. At once, Rogers travels there, makes inquiries. Inquiries that bring sudden results.
Now, listen, Sheriff. I got a hot kick, but it's worth something to me. you know how it is.
Sure, I know. You want money, right?
Yeah. It's worth it to know where Glenn Harmon is.
How did you know I was looking for Harmon?
Now, Sheriff, ain't that kind of a silly question?
All right, come on, spill it, and I'll see that you get what you want.
No, you first, Sheriff.
Well, how much?
$50.
Legal robbery, eh? All right, here's your money. Now, how about it?
Well, when you can find Harmon in Los Angeles, he's getting mail at 2841 West 8th Street, and that's all I know.
Chief of Detectives, Los Angeles Police Department. Request your assistance in locating one Glenn Harmon, described as follows. 5'10", 150 pounds, age 30 years, dark hair, shallow complexion, wanted for murder by Missouri sheriffs. Might be under alias of Dick Hunt. Companion known as Jerry Wolf, alias Byron Wolf, described as follows. 19 years, 150 pounds, 6 feet, dark hair.
Chief of Detectives, Joe Taylor's office.
Boys, I just talked to Sheriff Rogers in Colorado. He tells me this Harmon lad is tough. Shoots first and talks after. Now, you've all got the description of both Harmon and Wolf. Get out and make every dive in town and bring them into me if you can. Oh, one thing more, boys. Don't take any unnecessary chances. You know what I mean by that.
Thus, the Los Angeles police are called into the case. Lose no time cooperating with Sheriff Rogers. But despite a thorough search of the city, detectives find no trace of either suspect. And the weeks go by. Then, March 27th, into the shop of M. Sunshine, Los Angeles Taylor, walks a young man.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Put up your hand.
Put up your hand. What?
You heard me. Put up your hand.
No.
I'll shoot if you don't.
But police! Help me! Hey, the police! Help!
Screaming at the top of his lungs, Sunshine wards off the crashing shots with a hardwood chair. Manages to escape being hit. And the young man, panic-stricken, abandons his hold-up ideas and rushes to the street to run directly into the arms of a policeman.
All right, now, take it easy. Take it easy.
Go.
Take it easy.
You have got him. You have got him. So you want me to put my hands up, yeah? I'll show you what I'll do with my hands, you young dummy. Here, hold on. Wait a minute. Try to hold you. I'll show you again. Cut it.
I'll take you in two in a minute.
I'm sorry. I lost my temper.
Yeah, that's better. What's this all about?
This fellow, he walks in and shoves a gun in my face. The dumb cop. He thinks he can scare me.
And in Chief Taylor's office a few minutes later, the youth answers questions nervously.
How old are you?
20.
You're about 6 feet, that right?
About?
And your name's Jerry Wolf.
Huh?
Alias Fire and Wolf, wanted in Missouri, that's right?
Why, I...
Come on, Jerry, come on. The game's up.
Yeah, I guess it is. How'd you know who I was?
Your description's been in the pocket of every detective in Los Angeles for 2 weeks, Jerry. I just figured you fitted it.
Thus, the first step by Los Angeles police in clearing up Sheriff Rogers' problem, but constant drilling of young Wolf by Chief Taylor and detectives fails to disclose the whereabouts of the leader, vicious Glenn Harmon.
Now, listen, Jerry. I want to know where your pal Glenn Harmon is.
And I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I don't know, that's why.
Look, kid, this isn't going to get you anywhere. That sheriff from back in Missouri is coming out here pretty soon, just to take you back with him. Now, how are you going? Those first-degree murder charges
He
again?
can't pin anything like that on me.
I'm not so sure about that, Wolf. Come on, where's
I
Harmon?
told you he left me a few days ago. I don't know where he is.
Where are you living now?
Oh, but I don't.
You don't what?
I don't live anywhere.
Oh, look, Jerry. You say Harmon ran off and left you. Now, why not tell us all about it? Where do you live?
What difference does it make?
We just want to know, that's all.
Well, it won't do you any good.
That's all right, too, Jerry. Come on, let's go over to your place.
You mean if I tell you where I live, we'll go over there, huh?
Sure. Isn't that right, Chief? That's right, Stromwell.
Okay. I'll show you. It's a little rooming house.
That's the idea. Now, you and McCrae go over with him, Stromwell. Let him get his clothes and stuff. Sure. All right, kid, let's go. Stromwell.
Yeah?
Come over here now. Keep your eye on that kid, Art. I think he's got ideas about slipping you. Yeah, I got that, too. Don't worry. All right, Jerry, we're off.
What's all the whispering about, huh? What's coming off?
Well, take it easy, kid. Chief Taylor and I had a little personal joke between us, that's all. Nothing for you to worry about. Nothing at all.
Joined by his partner, N.R. McRae, Cromwell follows Wolf to a small rooming house. Twice on the way, he tries to talk to detectives into stopping for a minute, but each time Cromwell heeds Chief Taylor's warning and takes no chance of an escape. And once inside the shabbily furnished room...
So this is the home, eh, Jerry?
Yeah. That's right.
Quite a wardrobe you've got, kid. Or are all those clothes yours?
Sure. Sure, they're mine.
These trousers here, they look a little short for a fellow your height.
So what?
So I think it's about time you stop fooling around and give us a straight answer.
What do you mean?
Well, there's two sets of practically everything here. Kid, now, what we want to know is, when is Glenn due back?
I told you he ain't with me anymore.
Okay.
Looks like we'll just have to settle down here for a while, eh, McRae?
Looks like it.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going to sit right here until your friend Harmon comes back. And if you make a move to tip him off, you get drilled.
But he isn't coming back here.
Now, take it easy. My partner and I don't want to get rough, but if we have to...
Okay. I get the idea.
Good. Now, we're going to sit in here, just out of line of the door. And you're going to sit in that chair with your back to the door. And you're going to sit there nice and quiet-like and wait.
Listen, he'll bump me if he thinks I get sure. I can't just sit here waiting for him to walk in and let me have it.
Don't worry about that, Jerry. We'll be here to take care of him first. Now, here's a magazine for you to be reading. Mac, suppose you take one side here. I'll take the other. That way we can see the door and also keep an eye on Jerry here, just in case.
Yeah.
There, now. Now there's nothing to do but wait. Relax, Jerry. Take it easy and read your magazine.
Listen, I can't stand just waiting like this.
Jerry, take it easy. Just remember what I said. Relax.
So begins a vigil that is to become an endurance test for the detective's nerves. For endless silent minutes, the watch goes on, stretches into a half hour, an hour. No word is spoken. No sound breaks the monotonous stillness of the little room. 7:15. Quietly, the men shift their cramped bodies into a new position, and still no sound is made. 7:30.
I tell you, he won't be back. He's taking a run out.
Sit down. If you want to stay healthy, you speak when you're spoken to.
Okay. Okay.
Quickly, the first break in the monotony is stilled. Silence again settles on the room. A thick, heavy silence. 8 o'clock comes and goes. And in the minds of the two officers, a vaguely uneasy thought begins to throb. Maybe Harmon has left. Maybe Wolf's story is true. 8:30. 9. 9:30. Then, suddenly...
The phone. I'll get it.
Oh, wait a minute. Might be Harmon. Let Wolf answer. Now, listen, Jerry. You talk, and you talk like nothing was wrong, see? I'm going to keep this gun right in your ribs while you're doing it. So use your own judgment.
Yeah. Okay.
Answer it.
Hello? Yeah? Yeah, sure. Everything's all right. What's that? Nervous? No, everything's okay, Glenn. Yeah. Well, I was out quite a while this afternoon. Now? Oh, just sitting here reading, waiting for you. A couple of what? Blondes? Oh, sure. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, I'll be over. Where'd you say it was? Yeah. Okay. I'll be seeing you.
Where is he?
Over at a beer joint with a couple of dames. I'm supposed to join him there.
That's perfect. Come on, Mac. We're all going over there. Sort of give Harmon a surprise party.
Accordingly, Cromwell, McRae, and the now thoroughly upset young Jerry Wolf leave the room. Walk a block down the street to a little beer joint. Forging ahead of McRae and Wolf, Cromwell enters alone. For an instant, he stands at the door, looking about for Harmon. Then, suddenly, his eyes light as he spots him in a corner booth with two girls. Quietly, he drifts through the crowd, reaches a point beside the booth. Afraid to draw his gun for fear of a general battle in the crowded place, he slowly reaches into his pocket, pulls out a badge. Then, saying nothing, he lays it on the table before Harmon's startled gaze.
Say, what's this? You're under arrest, Glenn. Don't start anything or I'll let you have it.
You got me wrong, partner. I'm not wanted for anything.
Come on, Harmon. Get up peacefully and you won't get hurt. Otherwise, I'm taking no chances.
Take that! Break off! It's a
Nice going, kid. Take that gun, Harmon. Not for you, copper.
Unable to draw his own gun, someone lunges at the killer, miraculously escaping the hot lead slug aimed at him. As he comes within touching distance, Harmon shoves his gun against the detective's chest, squeezes the trigger, but Cromwell's hand is too fast. Jamming between the hammer and firing pin, his thumb keeps the gun from going off. Holding on with his left hand, he draws his own gun at last, faces the maniacal killer. Are you going to surrender, Harmon?
Nah.
All right, then.
They killed him.
Yeah. I killed him, all right. Now, if someone here is kind enough to help me, I'll see if I can get my hand out of his gun.
It is a mystery still how Lieutenant Cromwell evaded Harmon's bullet aimed directly at him. But suffice it to say that he did. And as a result, the vicious killer was sent back to Missouri, along with young Wolf. But while Wolf was alive, Harmon, the leader, traveled in a coffin, his murderous career ended by police bullets.
Thank you, Chief Davis. Wherever Rio Grande cracked gasoline is sold, it has been specified for police car performance. In Northern California,
Oakland, metropolis of the East Bay District.
in Southern California,
Los Angeles, largest city in the West, fifth largest city in the nation. Now in its fourth year on Rio Grande cracked gasoline.
in Southern Nevada, Las Vegas, gateway to the Boulder Dam, in Arizona,
Phoenix, capital and the state's largest city. Also Maricopa County, where a third of the state's population lives. And Coconino County, second largest county in the United States.
then too in Berkeley, Fresno, Santa Barbara, San Diego, Pasadena, Monterey Park, Linwood, Glendora, Orange County, San Diego County, and many, many other cities and counties. Law enforcement officers know what it means to sit behind the throttle with police car performance. And now this week, the thriving industrial city of Southgate joins the Rio Grande group. Rio Grande Cracked will give you police car performance in your car. See your Rio Grande dealer tomorrow. Ask him also about Sinclair motor oil. There is a correct grade for your car, and you're losing money unless you're using this correct grade. Consult your independent Rio Grande dealer about this tomorrow. Let him give you a free copy of Calling All Cars News, that bright, illustrated tabloid brim-full of police stories, movie and radio news, featured articles and pictures. You'll find it good reading, and it's free. See your Rio Grande dealer tomorrow.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars, attention all cars, the cancellation broadcast 177 regarding men wanted by Missouri officials. These men are now in custody. That's all. Rosenquist.